Okay, so we've got Finn here, my son. We've got Dennis here, my dad. And me, Sarah Brody. I'm an art therapist. And I was invited to make this film and 4 films for the Willow Foundation. And that's for all the senior citizens, especially in Burlington, who are in long-term care, as well as who are staying home at this time of isolation. Today we're doing our last one, and this is going to be a drawing, a painting, and we're going to show you how, and I hope you can get some of the materials that we have out so you can join us. And first, all you're going to need is paper and a pen. Okay, so our first step is called a brain dump. So you have your lined paper here, and we're going to write for about 15 minutes. You're going to free write. You can write any ideas that come to mind as you think about this. This is the theme. It's lockdown, staying home, and staying isolated from COVID-19. And this can be sentences or bullet points, could be words or pictures, could be symbols. If you draw a blank, you can keep your pen moving, just keep writing. And as one of my teachers suggests, write, what is it, Finn?
Say tick, tick, tick.
You can write tick, 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 tick until something else comes. That's right. So this is a way to tell our deepest mind that we're listening. Keep writing until you surprise yourself. Some observation about isolation that you see yourself write that you hadn't realized before. And then write just a little bit more. Okay, so when you've finished with 15 or so minutes of a brain dump of free writing, you're going to get a brightly colored pen or pencil or marker and circle or underline any of the words that are important to you. Okay, so now take your page, your piece of paper, a nice piece of paper, and I've taken out a little bread plate, a little salad plate, and put a plate, you can use a compass, but put your plate on the page and use a black marker to trace the circle in the center of the page. So you're going to end up with a circle like that. And inside of there, you're going to get some colors, and you can use anything there. And I recommend that you use a light color. I'm even going to use white, and this is just an invisible part of it. Okay, so you have on your page a circle, and I'm going to choose yellow. I'm going to choose a light color, and I'm going to write in some of the words that came on my page, and we're not going to see these at the end. These are going to be covered up. They're going to be secret. We're gonna fill it with color, but first you're just putting down some of the ideas that you want to keep in your mind while you're drawing. So I want you to think about this circle as your bubble. This is the place that you stay, the people that you are staying with during this time of lockdown and isolation. Now I want you to think about these words and think about your bubble, and I want you to fill up the whole bubble with colors and patterns and shapes and symbols. Anything that comes to mind, just fill it up. going to take some time just to speak about the art that we made, and it's just a regular conversation, but instead of, about whatever else we'd be talking about, we're going to also talk about this. We spent about 20 minutes thinking and writing and letting that kind of warm us up, and then we spent some time with colors and good old-fashioned coloring. And anything off the top from you? What was this like?
Well, it was interesting in that we concentrated on the current pandemic, and the interesting thing about the coloring and the drawing is that the first thing we did was write down the key words, and when you color over the bubble,
Yeah.
the words come through
Yeah.
in spite of you're
Yeah.
choosing different colors. And so it's a reminder about pandemic and coronavirus and political versus competitive, and then the aspects of financial rescue by governments, the impact of on the educational system, and then that impacting on families that are struggling with taking care of their student children at home, when that's not what they were trained to do, and all that kind of spin-offs.
Well, I'll spin off of that because mine was a lot about Finn. Because he is so jittery and restless and full of beans over there right beside us. And that's how he's been this entire lockdown.
Yeah.
And when we asked him to write, it's like every time we ask him to do something that he used to do with his fellow students in his class, he can't do it because he's not with them. So he's missed out on all these things that he really liked learning because he sees it as learning at school. So our bubble has been full of Finn's restlessness. And we've been trying to respond to him and give him experiences that seem kind of normal for a 10-year-old, but all of it is so abnormal. So I was thinking about how, I don't know, I just didn't think too much, but then when I started drawing, I saw that the mask is like a cage. And the bubble is also like a cage.
I'm like red.
Well, I put red in your eyes. Red is what's reflecting in your eyes. That's the little bird. But I also didn't think too much about my colors. I used a lot of colors to kind of make it look chaotic, because that's how it's felt.
That's good.
It's been really chaotic.
Yeah.
Yours is a lot more orderly.
I go, but it can't be a dream, can't be arranged. The more I see, the less I know. The more I want, the less I get. The more I struggle, the more regret. Yes, I know.
you're finished your bubbles, and if you have the good fortune of making art with other people in your bubble, you can try this. You can cut your bubble into as many parts as people you have making the artwork. So in this case, we're 3, and we're gonna cut these into 3. So now I have 3 parts. Finn has 3 parts. And you have 3 parts. And let's see what happens if we put them together. I give this one to Finn. This one to me.
The interesting thing is that the bubble wasn't in the same position on all the sheets.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what did it. Just want to see how, I think it's kind of neat how these lines line up. Those are both of Dad's.